making the drawer, you're going to need your 2 letter A's, your letter B, your letter C, which is the knob, and the bottom portion, which is letter D. I already adhered the letter C to the knob to the B by just tightening the screw in the back. And you're going to take your letter A and your letter B, and you want to make sure you line up the grooves as well as the holes. And these are the smaller screws, the letter S's. Okay, great. Turn to the other side. You're going to take your next letter A. Also line up the grooves as well as the screws. Okay, the next step, we're going to slide the base, which is letter D, in through the track. Okay, slide it in. And you want to make sure that it gets caught here in the back, so you may need to lift it a little bit from the back. It doesn't quite line up, you just need to loosen your screws. You may have done it a little too tight. There we go. Perfect, I heard it make a click. Then we need the letter E. Make sure that also lines up. And then once you get one, the second one's much easier. Okay, great. Make sure you do the other side and tighten the screws. Great. Once you have your drawer done, just put it to the side. Next, we're going to look at letter F and letter G. And your 2 letter H's. And you notice where the larger holes, those will be the entryways of the screws, and the smallest holes are where the screws will come out of. Okay? You take an H and line up your screws, and then you just tighten this. You take the next letter H, you do the same thing here, and put your screws in here. Then you're going to add your letter G. And again, where the larger holes are, is where you're going to be putting the screws in. And here as well, to adhere the second H. Okay, one side is completely flat. The other side has grooves in it. These are for the bed platforms. So you are going to want the bed platform slots up, and the curved here will be down. Great. Okay, next we are going to put on our letters K and J, and also our L and M's. So first we're going to go with K, It's the one with the cutout here. You'll notice we're going to have a dowel on the top and a hole for a screw. So you line up the dowel goes in the larger of the two, and then inside this top area, let me just show you. Right in here is the screw. So you line up that screw and also line up the dowel, and from the inside tighten the screw. Okay, the next one is going to be this piece, which is letter L, and this one is going to have 2 screws. Make sure the bed platform bottom is correctly positioned, and you enter the screws here. Okay, great. Next we're going to put the letter M. The letter M, it's very important, it needs to go underneath this letter K with this cutout piece. The reason being, you have a hole here, and it will line up with this hole here, and that will be for the ladder later. So it's important that the letter M goes first. Now, you can certainly lay the bed on its side, tightening it up, which will prevent it from being top heavy, or you could do the bottom ones first. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to do it up, and I'm going to lean against the drawer just so that we get the pegs. Okay, great. Then we're going to get the letter L. Make sure the groove is at the bottom. Make sure you have your dowel pieces as well. Okay, and tighten letter L. Okay, great. I'm going to turn this on its side so we can slide in the bed platforms. These are your letter N's. Okay, great. I'm going to put the end piece on, making sure that the bed grooves fit in with the bed. You've got to just make sure it all lines up. You have the pegs, you have the bed platforms. Okay, fantastic. Make sure that everything is in place. Going to lift this up. The ladder has 2 holes, one at the top, one at the bottom. They match up with the holes here. It's to make the chair. To start the chair, you're going to use your U piece and your X piece. If the back of the chair is facing you, X is on the left, U is on the right. You can tell because the larger holes will be on the outside of the chair. First, you're going to take your V, which is the back of the chair. Notice the larger hole for the dowel and the screw hole up here for the screw. Screw that screw in. I'm going to take your little piece here, which is a W, and you have a side for a dowel and also for a screw. And those will go right here up in the front. Okay, fantastic. Then you want to do the other side. Okay. Then last but not least, to finish off your cute little chair, is your piece Y. Larger holes to the top, because that's where the screws will be entering. Fantastic. Add your bedding, and there you have it.